Diddy files for another appeal on his bail. And yes, he's saying now he's got evidence. Does he have a good point?
Pascal, you are now rocking with that dude Pascal.
What's up? Diddy now files again yesterday for another appeal on his bail. We've already heard, now I'm understanding it was 3 different times, because I thought the last time what didn't count, but they're saying this is the 4th time that he is trying to get bail in this whole situation. And there is one situation, one piece of evidence or one argument that they're posing that has some merit that could maybe work in his favor, which I will say this: he should be locked up, period. And the other person that they're going to, which I'm going to get to here in a second, he definitely should be locked up too. Both of these monsters definitely need to be locked up, but he is still trying to pose this as a solid argument. This is what his team is putting out here. And also he's adding more stuff to his agreements, not only just the $50 million, the homes, his mama's home, his own house, and all that stuff in Miami. But now he's also saying he's willing to do a bunch of other things, which to me is kind of weak sauce, because they should already have those implemented in if he is to be set free here. But let's take a look at this article. Again, this is very, very interesting. And there is a part that I could see a lawyer having great pause, but it won't be a long pause, but it will give the person to think for 2 seconds to go, good point. But no, you're still going to be locked up. Let's get into this. All right. So he seeks bail citing new evidence. So his team filed a new request for bail, arguing that changed circumstances, along with new evidence, meant the hip hop star, that Diddy, should be allowed to prepare for his trial outside of jail. Now, they are saying that the excuse that they're saying right now, which I've talked about on the main channel already, we went into all the documents and did a deep dive last night, which to me, their argument is trash as far as this goes. Meaning, oh, well, he needs a place that he can get ready. He doesn't have enough technology at his fingertips because he's in jail. He needs a place so that he can look at these videos and these photographs and help us build a strong case against the prosecution. This is what all criminals that are locked up, they're all doing the same doggone thing. They're all in jail trying to put together a solid case for their innocence, right? So what makes Diddy any different? Oh, I forgot. It's his money. That's all it is. It's literally financial privilege. Every other person has been able to, some have been able to successfully prove their innocence while being locked up. That's what the job is for with a lawyer. That's what your lawyer's job is there for, to build a solid argument. That's why you pay them those big ass ducats, to make sure that they can pose a strong case for you whilst you are locked up. So to me, you can miss me with the nonsense on this. He doesn't have space to set up an argument. Sit down somewhere. In fact, sit down behind bars. On Friday, yesterday, Combs' lawyers filed the request in Manhattan federal court, where his previous requests for bail were rejected by 2 judges since his arrest in September. Yeah, it's crazy that we're already in November and he's already requested bail 3 different times, and he's been denied every single time. I'm wondering how many times he gets. At some point, this has got to be shut down, right? He's got to be denied, right? So we already know what he's being charged for. And this is the paperwork, which, by the way, go over to my main channel, The Pascal Show. Go check it out. We go into a deep dive of the paperwork. But this is what they say in this new court filing. Okay. They say that they are proposing a far more robust bail package, which, by the way, is not so robust. I'm going to be real. They added a few words. They wasted ink, in my personal opinion, when it comes to the robustness of this bail package that they're posing now. So they would subject the Diddy to strict around-the-clock security monitoring and near total restrictions on his ability to contact anyone but his lawyers. Isn't that what they already proposed before? Let's keep it real. And also, for someone so volatile, allegedly so volatile, known to already harass witnesses and tamper with certain things and all that, especially with this huge case that's coming to him, cases that are also looming in the background, you'd think that he would already have 24-hour surveillance on him at all times. This is a man that could hop onto a plane, hop onto a raft, a boat, a spare tire, and just row himself out into the ocean as far as his hands and his arms can carry him. So to be really honest, it would make no sense for him to not be surveyed 24 hours, 7 days a week. So that proposal is absolute trash, in my personal opinion. Now, okay, his lawyers have proposed a new $50 million bail package. So they added on top of not only the house, the two houses, and all that, they're adding another $50 million bail package on top of that. This is how desperate he wants to get the hell out of there, which I get. I'm sure jail is terrible right now, especially MDC. So they also cite new evidence that they, quote unquote, make clear that the government's case is thin. That evidence, the lawyer said, refutes the government's claim that a video, the Cassie video, showing him physically attacking Cassie, all right, is this, they're basically saying that did not have anything to do with a freak off. They're basically saying that that's just a completely different display of DV. No, you guys got it all wrong. It's not her running away from a freak off. No, it's just him being an absolute monster on his own time because he just had time that day to do that. Okay. They say it confirms the defense's initial description of the events depicted in the March 2016 video recording. The video is not evidence of a coerced freak-off, but rather a minutes-long glimpse into a complex but decade-long consensual relationship between Mr. Combs and, well, let's be real, it's Cassie. This is what the request said. They're calling her victim one, but let's be real, we already know who that be. And of course, in my personal opinion, yeah. So you're basically saying, oh, no, he wasn't fueled by trying to stop her from seeking refuge. No, he just felt like attacking her today. That's normal. That doesn't help his cause at all. None of it helps his cause. What the hell? The lawyers argued that the jail conditions also are terrible and also violate his constitutional rights to participate in his defense. Like I said, they're basically saying, hey, it's not fair that he's in a place and he needs a location in which he can look at videos and photographs and relive all of his tumultuous, ridiculous, violent activities over the last few decades. He needs a big screen TV. He needs a laptop, an iPhone, whatever it may be. Let's be real, guys. When you look at this is absolute trash, in my personal opinion. You can sit here all day long and pose those excuses or those reasons on why he should be let go. But let's be real. Every single criminal, every other person that's been alleged of doing some wrongdoing, those that have been exonerated have been able to successfully build an argument while being locked up. That is the job of your doggone lawyer. That's why they have Esquire at the end of their names. Now, there is something that that was not mentioned in here that I think could be a solid argument for the judge to maybe pause for a second and say, solid argument, but still no. Here it is. Let's not forget Abercrombie and Fitch. The former CEO, Mike Jeffries, he's out on bail, $10 million bail. He's on an ankle monitor, and he's out here breathing in this freedom air or restricted freedom air. But he's able to be out here, and he's known for his own version of freak offs, which I've been calling Fitch offs. He's coerced, he has harassed, he has done very, very terrible things to a lot of young men, a lot of young male model hopefuls for his own enjoyment, and his partner and their I don't even know, their other partner, their recruiter, if you will. Those three are out right now. Now, that's something that was pointed out and mentioned in these documents, in this new filing. I could see the judge having pause and looking at that and going, well, that's a solid point, but nah, you're going to stay locked up. I still believe that Mike Jeffries, for his fitch-offs and for what he's done, and he's known for intimidating and all that as well, he should still be locked up. He should still be locked up just like Diddy. But I can see why people out here will sit there and go, wait a second. Diddy's locked up. Why ain't Mike Jeffries locked up too? They are both looking at the same thing. Jeffries was doing years, decades long type of ridiculous, unthinkable things to young men. Same thing with Diddy, with young men and women. Still, no matter what, they should still be locked up. But I can see that being a solid argument, a decent argument, for lack of a better term, for his team, for Diddy's team. But will the judge look at that and say, oh, yeah, he's got a point. Yeah, let him go. No, I really hope that won't be the case. In fact, this should make him stay locked up even more. Do you realize the desperation? Like it just reeks of desperation, these filings. At some point, Diddy's team is gonna have to sit down and take the L and realize that he's not getting out. Now, if he does get out, I will be shocked. I will be surprised. That would mean that this final or this last filing had something solid enough in there for the judge to sit there and say, okay, I'm comfortable enough to have him out and free, under all of these restrictions. But if you really think about it, he's literally going to be, if he was to be set free, he'd be going out of the jail, going into another jail, except his would be a lot more lavish. Plush pillows and a big, huge mansion as a jail. That's literally all it would be. But anyway, guys, that's the video. Comment down below. Let me know what your thoughts are. What do you think on this? He should still be locked up. And Mike Jeffries should have been locked up too. Is that is it financial privilege? Is it something else? I don't know. But it is odd that Mike Jeffries got out. And I think it's trash. He should be locked up along with Diddy. Diddy should wait till May 5th, Cinco de Mayo, to do whatever he needs to do to fight for his own innocence and fight for his own freedom. That's what he should be doing. Not wasting his time on trying to find ways of getting free. This is the fourth attempt. If he loses this one, he needs to sit down and keep it moving. Hit that like button down below. Don't forget to crush that subscribe button. Please comment down below. Let's not forget that. And we'll talk soon. Be good to yourselves. Be good to one another. This is the Pascal Show. Bye.
Pascal. You are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild.